What up? It's your boy T-Bird. Her reaction today is Make Up for Music Monday. This is actually a new addition added to it as this came out today. That got recommended from the homie. I think came out today or yesterday at least. Got this recommended from the homie. Be the man Bryce. Wrong reserves. All wrong reserves though. So it's a new video from Navie D. This is called the most hated FL Studio producer ever. And crazy thing about it, I feel like, speaking of that, I need to hop on my man's direct production. I haven't been doing this stuff in a while since I doing my keyboard based ones. But anyway, reason I say that because I think it's based off of about what they talked about on floor on the direct production episode of what had happened was with Fruity Loops, FL Studio back then known as originally known as Fruity Loops though. So yeah, because nobody was using it until Ninth Wonder made a thing, and then that was that. Because I think it was like a free program, people didn't really was paying attention to it as well too. So this might have to do with that. I could be wrong, but anyway, let's get it.
If you make beats on a computer,
or I said that because Mike is on the cover. I wonder if this was all about.
Everybody would be laughing at you if it wasn't for Ninth Wonder.
Yeah.
He was the first producer to
I was right.
legitimize making beats using a computer, but he also received a lot of criticism for this.
I was laughed at a lot for making beats on Fruity Loops for a very long time.
But why? Why was Ninth Wonder hated for doing what everyone does today? Well, I want to share this full untold story and also explain why you might also get hated on, just like Ninth Wonder, if you make beats too.
Yeah,
so
it's pretty much like I said, just like did a video about Fluffy Sylvan, and he mentions this too. So now we get the full story of it. So nice.
To fully understand what happened, we need to rewind to the year 2000. Ninth Wonder's friend Crisis, who's also another great producer, introduces him to a program called Fruity Loops, a program that was released just 3 years prior. It was a new way for aspiring producers to make beats. And this is an important piece of the story here. Using Fruity Loops wasn't Ninth Wonder's choice. It was done more out of necessity. He was reluctant to make beats using a computer. The reason why was because at this time, every serious hip-hop producer used hardware. Whether it was an MPC, ASR, or SP, the hardware alternatives costed producers hundreds or even thousands of dollars, which for many is an impossibility. So Ninth Wonder starts his beat making journey by using Fruity Loops, but here's where things get crazy. Just 3 years later, he goes on to produce for what might be the biggest rapper on the planet, Jay-Z, on his song Threat.
Stop fucking with me.
And to make this beat, Ninth Wonder's process has not changed.
I made Jay-Z's Threat on an IBM ThinkPad.
That's crazy. Wow.
Okay.
And using his computer, this is the sample he flips.
My time, my patience, my love.
Threat, I get it.
My sweat, my tears.
This is how Ninth chops the sample up. And then he brings in the drum and the bass. So this is how Ninth...
And like I said, you gotta add some extra. It may sound that crystal, I mean, for real, but y'all.
made Threat for Jay-Z. And he continues to use a computer to make his beats even after this initial success. And this shocks people. For example, here's his retelling of producing the track Girl for Beyonce and Destiny's Child and playing the beat for Beyonce's dad.
What? He did that joint? Wow.
This is a smash.
Wow.
Like, you made this beat, son? I said, yes, sir. And Beyonce turned to him and said, Daddy, he made it on that.
Yep.
So Ninth Wonder stuck to his guns with his production process, but this is where the floodgates start to open. It's when people start hating on Ninth Wonder. Whether it was criticizing him for making beats on a laptop, or just generally being angry over him and how his beats sounded, many people were upset. To them, he wasn't making beats like a serious producer, but he was still somehow succeeding.
I'll put it like this. He definitely paved the way for like a lot of producers today, you know what I'm saying? He definitely, you know, I will say that looking at that, he definitely made it like, you know, made it like, not saying anybody producer, but made it like a little more comfortable and more like, got people to get a little more confident and try beat making as well too. So yeah, I guess definitely give him props for that as well too.
Now, thankfully, Ninth chose to ignore all of this pressure and continue to have a
Yup.
phenomenal career.
Yes,
because by
indeed.
this point, he understood
Now he a damn professor, man.
something that many inexperienced producers don't. Let me explain what that is. Here's footage from the early 2000s of The Alchemist using what I believe is an ASR-10
yup.
to make the beat for K-Slay Shit by Infamous Mob.
Popping them things.
Oh, this
Drama
joint,
we bring,
yo.
like Tony with his arm in a sling. Drama we bring, you know what type of armor we bring.
And here, I'm gonna try my best to remake it using the modern version of FL Studio. First, I'll grab the sample.
Frente a esa mujer.
And I'll chop it up just like The Alchemist did. From here, I'll add drums and do some audio treatment to the actual track.
You got ASR.
And now let's compare what I've made to the
plugin.
Alchemist version that came from the ASR-10.
Popping them things. Drama.
It's close, but does it sound 100% identical? Probably not. Different tools can result in differences in
True.
how a beat sounds. There's often a
That is true because one of my beats, if you're on my SoundCloud, the one beat I did called High Felicia, I originally did it on my Ableton. I struggled with it and everything trying to put together. When I did it on NBC, I found a better drum than I used before as well too. Kind of similar but better, and yeah. So yeah.
slight difference in tonality, for example. And for some people, this slight difference is what makes a beat using hardware superior to a beat made using software. But what is it about this slight difference that actually makes it better? Well, here's what Ninth Wonder had to say about this exact thing in an interview. He mentions that established producers like Just Blaze or Pete Rock didn't care whether he used Fruity Loops to make his
Right.
beats. They didn't believe this idea that beats made using hardware were actually superior. It was the losers, the people who ain't got no friends, as Ninth put it, who believe this. And they were the ones who hated on
Pretty
him
much.
for using Fruity Loops.
And that's always is. It's the ones who suck, who probably was using hardware and suck, and it beats did not sound as good as Mike wanted to use it on our PC. So yeah, there's that. You're going. That's like almost like a guy doing this and that on as a DJ, guy doing like. Got all these equipments and everything, and doing the bare minimal, whatever. Why a guy made with like the least expensive equipment sound way better and DJ way better than that person as well too. So yeah, you're not gonna hear from the folks who are doing anything, man. This like you like even with the stuff that added on these DJ controller, the ones that's good. Likes it, they adore it. They're not going to hate on it. They like the extra effects and they like the work. I call it the work smarter and harder ways with DJing as well too. Or the guys who not as big a DJ who's not getting that variety will hate on it as well too. Like like one of my playing with sample videos as well too. Like I used the IQ Alive as well too to get it going as well too. The way I did it, one of my good DJ friends who were excellent DJ as well too, was giving me props like crazy. Like he loved my video, he loved doing his video, and there was another DJ I never saw before was hating me first. I wasn't doing the traditional scratching and all as well too. So that's another one right there as well too, man. So yeah, that's another good example right there too. Like it's not gonna be the established DJ is not gonna hear you. The up and comer like I said, the losers, the up and comers the ones that didn't make it or didn't came out as good is gonna hear you more than the guys who were killing it. So yeah.
Loops. Now, there's a lot to unpack with this comment and how you should think about making the right choice.
I had to think of my man. Shout out to my man DJ Biz, yo. This is Biz. So, I had a little slip of my the tongue of his name was DigiBiz. The one that was giving me props for the playing with samples as well too, man. He's like one of my kind of my mentor guys I looked up to in Delaware scene of DJing as well too. And he gave me props for him when I finally got into the DJ scene. So yeah.
For your own beat making tool. If you're deciding what you should use, the first question you need to ask yourself is whether you're more interested in A, making good beats, or B, gaining status. Now, if you answered A, then my advice to you is just to use whatever you're most comfortable with. All these programs and tools essentially let you do the same thing. They might sound slightly different, but different doesn't mean better or worse. It just means different. Your own ideas, creativity, and decision making will be what actually matters if you
got the talent, you can do whatever. That's all I'm gonna say. If you got the talent, you can do anything. That's all I'm gonna say.
You want to make good beats. But if you chose the second option, if you're trying to gain status, then I would actually recommend that you go out and buy the most expensive hardware you can. Because I'll be honest, there is a community of people who will be in awe of you. There are people who romanticize classic samplers and synths, and they will think highly of you if you use these tools to make your...
The same with DJing. They'll give you props. You use CDJs, expensive CDJs, expensive turntables and all that as well too. The most expensive controller as well too. There are people that will to use that as well too. But if you got a simple controller as well too, and you're just DJing and you still sound good, the true guy's going to show you props as well too.
Your music. But just understand, you're not gaining respect from these people because of your music. You've now fallen into an entirely different status game. Now, what do I mean by this? In Ninth Wonder's example, Just Blaze and producers like him have gained their status through their amazing music, real accomplishments, and production abilities. And then you have people who have not accomplished anything as a producer, the dudes who ain't got no friends, as Ninth Wonder put it. And often these people know that they're lower in status and they're looking for a way to increase it. But instead of doing the hard work of creating something remarkable as a producer, they decide to play an entirely different game. Instead, they start obsessing over hardware and equipment and what programs people use. They'll start trying to convince others that these things actually matter. And the reason why? Because it's a game where they can easily start gaining status, since this game is pay to win. It doesn't require actual talent or hard work or accomplishing anything. It's just about who has the biggest wallet. And this is why I say you might be a target of this kind of hate if you make beats too. It's inevitable that you're gonna run into someone like this. So if you see
Hold up, nerds, get an MPC 2000 and career record you never heard or start searching. Your MS just use computer program to make beats for you. You are a serious hater, dude, for real. Like, come on. Like, this is what used to, like, if Knife Wonder didn't do what he did, I feel like a lot of folks would be like not even do it as well too. There's a lot of folks I see. Here's the thing. I give props for the one who are serious computer based one, because I tried. It's not the easy. I'm a hardware person. I have nothing against folks who use PC. Every time I have used PC to make a beat as well as two, though, it's just like the piece together and it came out pretty good. But sometimes I feel like I cheated because sometimes I be like loops and stuff. But I give props to folks like Girl One, some of the guys I saw on the original roulette as well too, though, man. That's not easy. Cause I'm be honest, doing it on the computer scene is not easy as well too. You gotta it's like this. It's 50-50 on easy and not easy. 50 is easy because this is all about patterns at times, but if you want to, like, unless you're probably doing this on yourself, is like this, like just tapping into yourself while making a beat, then that's different, I guess. But yeah, just finding a beat and trying to, like, put it in sync and anything. But then again, they have like quantizing and all that to help you, but still, that's what I say. Anybody's like that, it's just a pure hater. You know what I'm saying? Or just say you don't know how to use computer programs. Just say that. I mean, let's say you suck at computers. Put it like this. Like, people say, they say this if you, because you just say you can't. You just say you're computer illiterate. Put it like that. Just say you're computer illiterate, or just say that you need help. Finding the clicking the mouse and all as well too. If you need help, come see me. I'm an IT specialist. I'm somewhat of an IT specialist too. That's my job as well too. Let me stop. But anyway.
Someone who says only real producers use MPCs, or FL Studio is better than Ableton, whatever it may be. Just understand what is actually happening here. This person is unhappy with where they are and is trying to look for a way to lower you down so they can stand on your shoulders to call themselves tall. But Ninth Wonder knew these people shouldn't be listened to way back then, and hopefully you're also realizing it after you watch this video. My advice, just ignore these people and focus on what actually matters most, making great music. So hopefully you like this video. If you did, hit like and subscribe. Check out this video next to me. It's super cool.
I still been trying to fit that in there. I might do as well too. But this was a good one to check out as well too. Another little example right there as well too. For those who watched the Wu-Tang Murder Saga though, remember when RZA was going to the store getting all these equipments to do samples and stuff for his next album, sampling and all that. And he bought his equipment he never used before. And then he had this guy who was like a known musician, was hating on him about him using sampling music instead of actually using actual instrument as well too though. And he wasn't like, and it's not like he was a well-known musician. He was just like a local musician, while RZA is part of a legendary hip-hop group as well too that's making bank and everything too. So that's another example he's used about that, where he's talking about that as well too. Yeah, it's not gonna be the guys who made it as well too with their talent. It's cool. That's not just anything. That's with anything, not just with beat making or DJing. It's in general, music in general. Hell, even other kind of stuff where you have the talent, they have the skills of talent that the people who are elevated will be least likely to hail you than the ones who are that did all this extra stuff and still ain't get where they at. So yeah. Just my opinion. But other than that, shout out to Be The Man for this one. I will definitely make this a talking reaction as well too, because this was definitely something to think about. So yeah, it's your boy T-Bird signing off. One love.